hit that, and it's actually our good old site Twitterbacks, and these are the specs that you need to use. Okay, so it gives you the coordinates, branding dimensions, and the actual file size dimensions for the whole of the actual image. Okay, so that's worth putting that in your bookmark if you need to find that again. Okay, back to Photoshop. So we're going to go ahead with that. I'm going to name this file whilst we're here. We're going to call this Twitter background 1. Okay, let's call that. And I want to have a black background for this, and the resolution 72, which is for web. Any higher it makes the file size bigger, and there's no difference for the naked eye, so you want to keep that. Yeah, this file size is already 10, but we'll come down to that in a second. Okay, so this is my background. Okay, this is the right dimensions. Now what I want to do is I want to create a nice anatomical sort of design for this. I've already got an image that I have in mind, which I've actually already bought, which is this one here. Okay, and okay, so this is the human body I've found just from looking at some stuff on the web, and I've purchased this particular image. So I think this is pretty cool. Now we could use it like that, which isn't too bad, but I'm going to make this a little bit more funky and change it around a little bit. So what I'd like to do with this one straight away is, if you go to filter, and there's a range of different things you can use here, and you can just experiment and just try and make it a little bit more interesting and just a little bit more funky. So what I like to do is just go through different artistic plugins. Okay, so for example, this is colored pencil, and you can change it into that. Poster edges, it just makes it a little bit different, various different things. But the one I particularly like myself is I think I'm gonna go for, let's have a look, glowing edges. I think that looks pretty cool. Okay, so that is gonna work really nicely on a black background. Now I just want to change this around a little bit, just make that a little bit more prominent, and with the edge brightness as well, and smoothness, and I think that looks good to me. Okay, that looks much better. Okay, we'll click OK to that. So now we've changed instantly that image. Very, very cool. I think that looks great. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So this is our major design. Sorry, this is our background. Now what we can do is, if we grab this, so we're going to use the move tool, which is this one here. And I'm using Photoshop CS4, by the way, so this is slightly different.